Hello everyone, SirMonkeySuit Zappy here, back again with Hunter x Hunter. We are on episode 28, the beginning of a new arc. Last episode, we got to the Heavens Arena, and it is essentially like, you know, a fucking arena based upon getting to the very top of the building. And, you know, obviously the higher up you go, the more experienced and harder opponents you come up against. It's like Pokemon Battle Tower, in a way. That's exactly what it's like. So yeah, you win, you advance, you lose, you go back down. You know what I mean? So tiered and stuff like that, and then depending on, you know, how high you are and whatever, the more you get paid. And then after being in the hundreds, you actually get private residency, so you can actually just live there if you wanted. And yeah, we've been introduced to a new character, so Zushi and his master Wing, who have access to a technique called Ren, which apparently has some relation to what Illumi has as well. So they're off to Wing's residence to learn about that and see what it's all about. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else to really talk about. Just going to get in episode 28, see what we get. So without further ado, let's go. Okay, episode 28. Oh, fucking hell, interesting. Alright, so Hisoka's there then. God damn it. I don't know how fucking huge this place is. I feel like this isn't even in York New City anymore. Though I might be wrong. Because I feel like Killua and Gon took a fucking airship to get to this arena, right? And they were originally in York New City before, right? Weren't they? So I don't know, because I feel, I mean, I guess it could have been just the case, like, Hisoka could have just told Kurapika, it's like, York New City, that's how we're going, and then just decided to not go there. But instead follow well, he didn't particularly follow them more than he was like, you know, he figured out where they were going, got there before they got there. But yeah, he has Nen, so that makes, well, it makes sense. He has some kind of relation with Illumi, on some level. They knew each other enough to like talk during the Hunter exam and whatnot. So if Illumi had it, it's no surprise that Hisoka also has it, and that makes sense as to why his playing cards actually have like they're rigid, you know, enough to fucking like literally slice people up, because, you know, Wing was basically saying, well, he used the literal piece of paper as an example. So that's something that can be done by, you know, it can, that isn't just exclusive to inanimate objects and things like that, but you can actually use your own body, and he was saying that you can use that to like literally harden your own body in a way. So I think that's the same. I think that's like the technique that Illumi was using when he was in the Gutaraka thing. And that's the reason, like, how he could change his physical appearance. I don't know, I could be wrong, but I feel like that's what it is. So yeah, when that makes sense as to what Hisoka was doing during the Hunter exam, when he was like staring at a tree like all night, and he like had this like sort of aura around him, this killer instinct aura or whatever, and Gon picked up on it obviously, and that's what it was. It wasn't just something like visual, it was actually a physical thing. So yeah, Nen, burning your soul, basically strengthening your will. Interesting. So by using it, does have, it's like a chakra then. It's like a chakra. I mean, that's how I kind of relate it to, like, what, you know, in Naruto, right, when they use their chakra. And that's, you know, that's, I feel like that's how it's like sort of used, you know, you manipulate your own body's energy into actual like physical, a physical sort of entity in a way. Yeah, I figured out when he was explaining it, and I was like there's been more to it than that, and it just been a bluff. Come on. So yeah, I mean, I think it would. it makes sense. I feel like why Killua would be able to just call bullshit on it immediately, because I think that, you know, Killua's probably, he must have got like some idea when Illumi has it. It's like, or if he got the idea, like, I think when he looks at Illumi anyway, and he just figures that he wouldn't waste his time on something that means absolutely nothing anyway. Because I don't say Illumi as a character or any of that assassin family anyway to just use something under the, like for it to just be a bluff. You know what I mean? Because they have no reason to do that. So I think it makes sense, like, even from that perspective, why Killua would call bullshit on it. It's like, no, Illumi does this. He's not doing it just so he can bluff his way out of a fucking situation, or, you know, he doesn't. So, yeah, I had a feeling as well, like, if that's it, there's something ultimately wrong with that. But yeah, so they've got 3 hours to learn this in, or at least learn the shroud technique. So 10, as it's called. So it's a shroud of protection, which, you know, is something that basically, it's not a physical protection, but it is something that does, like, it basically negates the Ren side. So 10 and Ren are like the contrasts to each other. One nullifying the other. I do find it, I wonder then, that can work in tandem then. Like, if like, you could use Ren against another person who's using Ren, and it would be a battle to, like, push the other one. Like, you know, like, you could literally have a fucking aura battle and just fucking try and push the other person's, like, Ren by using your own. I mean, I imagine that's how it would work. So yeah, and then obviously you got the nullifying aura, which is something I feel like there is some. I mean, well, Wing said it there at the end that, you know, they're able to pick up on things so easily, and they have this sort of this natural. This natural ability to sort of just pick up on this thing, but then he says, you know, judging by the way that they've been brought up. I mean, I get that from obviously Killua, but, you know, from Gon, it's very, like, this is something that just does come naturally to him. I mean, he's able to nullify his aura anyway, Gon, because he did that in the Hunter exam, right? So that's something he's picked up naturally, and he's just able to do. And I don't think there's a specific, like, it's not in order. Like, it's not like, you know, if you can't use 10 and use it as a, like, and protect yourself with your own aura, then it's not like you can't do nullifying it, right? It's not like you need to learn the one before to be able to do the other one. So yeah, but, you know, he's able to do that anyway. Gone. So yeah. There's more I want to fucking talk about, and I'm not fucking. It's not fucking coming to my head. I want to. It's shit. I had it in my fucking head as well when it was during the reaction about what I was going to talk about. I should have wrote it down. See, that's why I have the notebook. So I can write things down. But yeah, can't remember what I was going to talk about. It was something to do with Gon and Killua being able to pick up on this whole thing, you know, like, it's almost like, you know, second nature to them. So I guess, you know, when it comes to those two, it's not surprising that they would only need, like, you know, a limited amount of time to you know, to actually do it, and to not necessarily master it, but, you know, enough to get past them anyway. But yeah, so in Hisoka's mind, if they're not able to get past aura, then they don't belong at that level, I guess. So they need to learn that at least in order to go through. like this being Pokemon Battle Tower, it's like Pokemon in regards to, like, if you don't have the correct HM, if you don't have cut, you're not getting through to the next area because you need to get cut to get through that bush, so yeah. Yeah, I can't even remember what the fuck I was going to talk about. I think it might be. I feel like it might have been something like Gon being because he is so, like, instinctual, like the being able to sense all of this stuff without any real training. Well, I feel like with Kilowatt comes with training, right? In the way that he's been brought up, but with Gon, I think it is just more of that instinctual thing that we know that Gon has. He's able to pick up on things that other people just aren't able to pick up on based purely off fucking instinct. So yeah, I think it's something that doesn't necessarily come naturally to Killua, but I think he has the aptitude to be able to to learn it. He'd probably be able to learn it as, like, faster than Gon, but I think it just comes naturally to Gon that, like, he's able to nullify his aura with that, and it's not something they ever learn to do. He just can. So yeah, but fuck, interesting. So yeah, I wonder if Illumi is actually up there then, along with them. I mean, there seemed to be a slight partnership with Hisoka and Illumi in the Hunter exam, but I don't know if, with Illumi wanting to get, like, get a Hunter license for a job, I don't know if it's if it has anything really to do with what Hisoka was doing. So, who knows? But yeah, I mean, I did have, like, some trouble with Wing over the course of, like, these last 2 episodes, and being like, I don't trust him, but I think he's alright. I think he's alright now. You got me, sure, you got me. You made him out to be like some fucking, he's keeping secrets, there's something a bit off about him, but nah, I think he's just, he generally has this sort of passion about the technique. And yeah, I mean, last episode when Killua like mentioned his brother had it, he was, like, almost taken aback in a way. So it makes me wonder exactly how many places around the world have access to this sort of technique, like how many places like teach it, because Wing has a specific idea about how it should be used, and how it can be used to terrible effect, and obviously in his mind he doesn't just teach anyone. Who knows? I mean, actually, you know what? I take that back. I think there has to be something with Wing knowing that at the 200 mark, because he did go up after he heard that Killua and Gon had reached 200. He did go up, and then so he obviously was expecting something. So maybe he did then. Maybe he did actually teach Ahsoka and whatnot. Maybe he's the one that did do it, but they just went down the path of the fucking, It's interesting. I would love to know at what level Ahsoka was at before he knew this technique, because I wonder if he was originally like if like, that if Wing was like actually his master. I mean, I don't know how old they are, but it'd be interesting to know if, like, Ahsoka was different before he knew this ability, and then once he got a hold of it, it kind of changed him a bit, But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see about that information. But yeah, I don't have anything else to really talk about. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. In the description below, I've linked to certain things. One of them is the Discord. If you want any information regarding my content, you can do by going over there. You can also come talk to me in the community, and Patreon as well. So I do have a Patreon. If you do want to support me, that might be very much appreciated. There's a bunch of different tiers and rewards depending on how much you want to support me with. So there's the early access, $5 a month, gives you access to shows a week early, and you get 4 episodes of Hunter x Hunter every week as well. So yeah, if you're coming for more reactions from me from Hunter x Hunter, that's what you want to get. Full length, that is at $10 a month. That gives you access to shows a week early. No, I'm just saying the exact same thing. Fucking hell, my brain's all over the fucking shop today. Full length, yeah. So that gives you access to my full length library. Everything I react to gets a full length. Exclusive tier has the $15. That gives you access to a bonus show I'm currently reacting to, which is 7 Deadly Sins. Elite tier, $50. Every time you pay $50, that gives you a choice for the show that you want me to react to, and I will react to it. It'll go to the battle list, span about 7 shows. Might take me a while to get around to it, but I will do eventually. But if you don't want to wait that long, you want your show to be reacted to next, and you want to get God tier, which is $100. Fucking hell, it was so hard to get through that. I'm fucking sure I'm going insane. I'm going mental. But yeah, that was all. So thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.